Good evening and welcome back. In last lecture, we discussed about construction of image using a cardinal points. So today we are going to extend that topic and we are going to discuss the combination of two lens system, two thin lens system. How image will be formed by using this two lens system, that we have to discuss today. So the cardinal points of a coaxial optical system is determined by assuming first that the object at a infinite. We have to assume that object is at a infinite distance. When object at infinite, so here we are consider an object located at infinite. Just see in this figure. AB is a ray of light coming from an object situated at a very large distance such that u1 is equal to infinite. u1 is equal to infinite. We can see in this figure. The lens L1 form an image at G. At G. If single lens system is there, at that time image will form at point G. However, because of the presence of the second lens L2, G become the virtual object of L2. G become a virtual object for L2. The ray BD, instead of going along BDG refracts along the path DF2. When the ray AB is produced forward, and the ray DF2 backward, when the ray AB is produced forward and DF2 backward, they intersect at a point H2. The plane H2P2, which is normal to the principal axis, and it may consider as a plane of which the refraction occurs. The plane at which refraction occurs, and the plane is called as principal plane. Now, if we are discussing about two lens system, at that time we have to find out focal length of this entire system. Focal length of an entire system. Now we can write the expression for refraction taking place at the surface of first lens. At the surface of a first lens is 1 by V1 minus 1 by U1 minus 1 by U1 is equal to 1 by F1. If we see the figure, V1 is equal to OG. From figure. Therefore, 1 by OG is minus 1 by U1 is equal to 1 by F1. As U1 is equal to infinite, we obtain OG is equal to F1. OG is equal to f1. The refraction at the second lens can be written as 1 by v minus 1 by u2 is equal to 1 by f2. 1 by v is nothing but 1 by qf2, 1 by qf2, 1 by u2 is nothing but 1 by qg, 1 by qg is equal to 1 by f2. If we rearrange this equation, we get 1 by qf2, 1 by qf2 is equal to 1 by f1, 1 by f1 plus 1 by f1 minus d. If we equate the denominator, then we get f1 plus f2 minus d divided by f2 into f1 minus d. Sorry. So 1 by qf2 is equal to f1 plus f2 minus d divided by f2 into f1 minus d. Okay. If we consider the triangle BOG and DQG, BOG, and DQG, both are similar. Also, a triangle S2P2F2 and triangle DQF2 both are similar. Therefore, we are getting BO by OG is equal to DQ by QG. If we substitute the value of BO, OG, DQ and QG, we get H1 by F1 is equal to H1 by F1 is equal to H2 by F1 minus D. H2 by F1 minus D. If we see this ray diagram, you will get idea about the values of BO, DQ, OG and QG are H1 by F1 is equal to H2 by F1 minus D. Similarly, H2P2 divided by P2F2, H2P2 divided by P2F2 is equal to DQ by QF2, DQ by QF2. Then, if you substitute the value of all quantity, it gives H1 by F1 is equal to H2 by QF2, H2 by QF2. So, H1 by H2 is equal to F1 by QF2. QF2 is nothing but F1 divided by F1 minus D, F1 divided by F1 minus D. If we rearrange that equation, it gives F1 into F1 plus F2 minus D, F2 into F1 minus D. If we rearrange this equation, 1 by F1 is equal to F1 plus F2 minus D divided by F1 F2, F1 F2. So 1 by F is equal to 1 by F1 plus 1 by F2, 1 by F1 plus 1 by F2 minus D into F1 F2, minus D into F1 F2. So The location of focal point F2 is determined by QF2, by QF2, which is known from the equation. The position of the principal plane P2 is specified by the value of F calculated from above equation. Okay. In doubt in this derivation, if you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. After that, we have to derive its cardinal points. Cardinal points. If we see this diagram, first we will find second principal point. Let us say the second principal point plane H2 P2. H2 P2 is located at a distance of L2 P2. L2 is equal to beta from the second lens L2. According to sign convention, beta would be negative as it is measured towards the left of the lens. Left of the lens, if you measure beta, it becomes negative. So QF2 is equal to F1 minus into minus beta, or it becomes a QF2 is equal to F plus beta. F plus beta. We can determine beta using the equation from F. Then we get F plus B is equal to F2 into F1 minus D divided by F1 plus F2 minus D, and beta is equal to minus F plus F2 into F1 minus D divided by F1 plus F2 minus D. If we rearrange this equation, finally we will get beta is equal to minus F1 F2 divided by delta plus F2 F1 minus F2 D divided by triangle, or the triangle is nothing but, or delta is nothing but F1 plus F2 minus D, F1 plus F2 minus D. Therefore beta is equal to minus F into D minus F2 divided by minus F2D divided by delta. So beta is equal to minus F2D divided by F1 plus F2 minus D, minus F2D divided by F1 plus F2 minus D. But from above equation we can say that F1 plus F2 minus D is equal to F1 F2 divided by F, F1 F2 divided by F. So beta is equal to minus F1D divided by F1, F1 FD divided by F1 minus FD divided by So the first principal point, by considering a ray of light parallel to the axis and incident on the second lens L2 from the right side, we can show that the distance of the first principal plane L1 P1 is equal to alpha from the first lens L1 is gives alpha is equal to f1 d divided by delta, f1 d divided by delta, or alpha is equal to plus f d divided by f2, means alpha is equal to plus f d divided by f2. Okay. So second focal point from figure 8, the distance of second focal point f2 from a second length L2, it gives L2 f2 is equal to P2 f2 minus P1, sorry, P2 L2, P2 f2 minus P2 L2. If you substitute the value of P2 f2 is equal to f minus in bracket minus L2 P2 is equal to f plus beta, f plus beta. So finally we get L2 P2 is equal to f into 1 minus d by f1, 1 minus d by f1. The distance of the first focal point f1 from the first length L1, it gives so for first focal point L1 f1 is equal to P1 f1 minus P1 L1. If you substitute the value, it gives L1 f1 is equal to minus f into 1 minus d by f2, 1 minus d by f2. As the optical system is considered to be the located in air, P1 and P2 are also the position of the nodal points N1 and N2 respectively. Okay, these are some derivations of combination of two lens system. So let us stop here. The remaining part of this chapter we will discuss in next lecture. Only 2 points are there, that is Ramstein eyepiece and Huygens eyepiece, that we will discuss in tomorrow's lecture. Okay, thank you, bye.